Hey, Edward. What did you do? I'm in the middle of shopping with my friends and none of my cards are working. They're all saying they're locked. Contact the bank immediately and sort this out right now. Do you have any idea how humiliated I felt when I found out my card was blocked? I'm so furious right now.
No, Riley, it's not the bank's fault. It's me. I blocked the card. But right now, I'm exhausted. I've been working non-stop for 12 hours. So let me rest for a bit, and then I'll explain everything.
No! Tell me the reason right now. Are you taking a break just so you can come up with 100 excuses? Is that it? Or maybe you're spending our money on your side chick.
Don't you dare talk nonsense like that. I have never betrayed you.
Oh, so now you're getting defensive? Did I strike a nerve in your black heart? I'm sure you've got a mistress out there. You leave your miserable wife at home while you shower another woman with our hard-earned money? Shopping is my biggest passion, and you let me face such humiliation in front of my friends?
Fine, my company is in deep trouble, okay?
Trouble? What kind of trouble forces you to lock your own wife's card? Tell me right now.
We just received a shipment, and guess what? It arrived completely broken. Now I have to cough up over $300,000 in compensation for the damages. But I'm strapped for cash right now, so I'm scrambling to collect money from every possible source. I even warned you about this a few days ago. I explicitly told you to only spend on necessary things so we could save up. But what do I see today? I checked the bank statement and you've blown $20,000 at the mall. Even the partner company is threatening to sue me if I can't pay up for the damages. So yeah, that's why
What? It's only $20,000 now and you don't want to spend it on me? Even though your precious company is in trouble, you shouldn't lock your wife's card. A husband is supposed to take care of his wife. Weren't you ashamed of yourself when you did that?
What are you saying? My company is on the verge of collapsing. Right now, every single dollar it's worth its weight in gold. Instead of standing by me, you're using such a hostile tone with me?
Maybe you should thank your wife for being so carefree. What is a man's greatest joy? It's making his wife happy. That's what everyone says, right? But you're just a whiny man, complaining about everything.
I can't believe how heartless you're being right now.
So what? I don't care. Unlock my card immediately. I'm celebrating my mom's birthday in a few days, and you better make sure I have access to my money.
Well, I was actually going to discuss that with you too. This year, instead of having a birthday party for mom at a luxurious 5-star hotel, can we just have a small gathering at home? I think it would be more meaningful, because your mother has always mentioned that she just wants to be with her family on her birthday. But no, you always have to go all out trying to impress everyone and show off. Now, with my financial situation, I simply can't afford it.
How is that even possible? I've already chosen the restaurant and even bought a stunning dress to steal the show. Not only that, I've informed all my friends and relatives and invited them to the party. If I suddenly change the plans like that, everyone will mock me and look down on me. No, it's absolutely necessary to maintain the grandeur, as always.
Riley, can you please think of someone other than yourself for once? Every year, it's the same story. But does mom genuinely enjoy these extravagant parties? She mentioned numerous times that it feels more like celebration for you to flaunt your status rather than her genuine celebration. Or if it's absolutely necessary to have this grand celebration, can we at least postpone it until next year? I promise I'll make it up to you both and organize a celebration twice as grand. But right now, my company is struggling.
Impossible! You can't do this to me. You can't shatter my reputation, my pride like this. If I don't throw this party, how will I face anyone? You're nothing but a weak, failed man who can't take care of his own wife. A useless, incompetent son-in-law. People like you aren't worthy of being my husband.
How can you say such things to me? Why do you show me no respect? I demand an apology from you right now.
Apologize to you? For what? I'm simply demanding my rights and what benefits me. Unlock my card immediately. The staff is pressuring me to pay, and a crowd of people is waiting, watching me with judgmental eyes. I'm being ridiculed and humiliated here.
I can't give in to your selfish demands right now. Riley, I have an important meeting with my business partner that I cannot miss. We'll discuss this matter when we get home.
Hey, Edward, where are all our maids and drivers? I just called them and they told me that you fired them yesterday because you claim we can't afford to pay them anymore? What's going on? Who will handle the household chores and drive me around for shopping now?
Well, it seems our financial situation has hit rock bottom, and I can no longer sustain the expenses of the staff. So yes, from now on, I need you to step up and take care of the housework. And as for the car, it's gone. I sold it. But don't worry, I managed to array a lousy bus and train pass for you.
Ugh, you arrogant bastard! You sold my car without even having the decency to discuss it with me? That car was mine too, and you had no right to sell it behind my back. You're nothing but a thief.
Riley, you can eventually forget that the car was purchased with money before we got married. It was always mine, legally. Selling it without your consent shouldn't come as a surprise. And don't act like I never tried to communicate with you. But every time I see you, all you do is spew anger and threats of leaving.
But why did you have to sell the car? What's the reason behind it? You're turning my life upside down. Selling the car was bad enough, but now you expect me to do the damn housework? Are you out of your mind? I've been living a life of luxury with maids catering to my every need, and now you want me to clean like some common servant?
Riley, I don't know if there's some confusion or if you're intentionally refusing to understand. Can't you see that my company is on the brink of collapse? I had to sell the car to save what little money I could. And not only the car, but even this house may be taken away from us soon.
I couldn't care less about your company. All I know is that you failed miserably as a husband, incapable of providing me and maintaining the lifestyle I deserve. I won't allow you to sell the house. If it ever comes to that, I'm leaving, and you can do whatever the hell you want. But let me make one thing clear. I will not lift a finger for any housework.
Riley, I can't fathom how you've become such a selfish woman. But since I anticipated that you would refuse to do any housework, I made preparations in advance.
Prepare? What do you mean by prepare?
I had a conversation with your mother, discussing the dire state of our company. I explained the situation to her, and she graciously offered to help. She agreed to assist with the housework and even lent me some money to save the company.
How dare you treat my mother as if she's some kind of servant for your convenience? She's my mother, and she deserves respect and care, not to be exploited by you. And you had the audacity to take her money? Aren't you humiliated by your own actions?
If you're so concerned about your mother, why don't you step up and help her with the housework? I'm losing my patience with you, Riley. And for the record, I didn't take her money. She willingly offered to support me, and I borrowed it with her consent.
Is talking back the only thing you're good at? You can't even prove yourself as a worthy man.
I don't want to argue with you anymore. I just have one request. Can you bring me the cash I borrowed from relatives, which is stored in the safe at home? I need to prepare important documents for a crucial meeting with a partner, so I can't come home now. Due to an unexpected early arrival of a shipment, I couldn't retrieve the money myself.
The cash in the safe? I've spent it all.
What? You've spent over $100,000 already? Do you realize that that was the last shred of money I had to rebuild the company?
Oh, please. Other husbands make hundreds of thousands of dollars and their wives spend without being questioned. Why are you making such a fuss over a meager amount? Besides, I invested the money. Weren't you always telling me to do something to support you?
Invested? What did you invest in? And with whom?
What I do with that money is none of your business. How would a bankrupt failure like you even comprehend?
Riley, you don't seem to understand the urgency of the situation. I need that money right now to receive the shipment. Our company's future depends on it. Can you not see that?
I see just fine. I see a husband who has failed to provide for his family, who can't even keep a stable financial situation. I don't care about your money or your precious shipment. It's not my problem. You should have thought about all of this before making reckless decisions.
Riley, tell me, where did you hide the money? Riley, are you there? Riley, where are you right now? Why haven't you come home yet? And why are you always coming home late these days?
What's it to you? I'm at work. I have to work my ass off to support a worthless, pathetic husband like you.
Don't you dare disrespect me like that. I've been working my ass off too, trying to save our family from financial ruin. Luckily, things have become more stable now. I found another investor who helped me with the money for the shipment. We won't need to sell the house anymore. Plus, I've taken a part-time job outside, working at a factory and doing evening deliveries. I'm doing whatever it takes. It may not bring in as much money as before, but it's enough for us to live more comfortably now.
Ooh, look at you, Mr. Hero. How convenient that things are getting better for you. You, from a CEO, now turned out to become a delivery man. But that doesn't matter to me anymore. I have my own money now, and I don't need to rely on your pathetic card.
But Riley, what exactly are you doing? Why won't you tell me about your work and the people you're involved with? You have no knowledge about business, and I'm worried that you might be getting scammed.
Shut up! Are you calling me stupid? I'm smarter than you'll ever be. You're just a failure who can't provide for his own family. Now leave me alone. I have work to do, unlike you.
You've truly shocked me today. If I hadn't been delivering food to your lover's house, would I have even known about this? I can't believe I married someone like you. No, you're my ex-wife. I couldn't bear to be with a promiscuous woman like you.
Oh, spare me your moral lectures. You think you're any better? At least I have the guts to chase after what I want instead of wallowing in poverty with you. And don't you dare judge me while you're here delivering food to others and playing the victim.
So you lied to me, saying you were going to work? What do you do? Are you selling yourself? Are you not even ashamed? I never imagined I would end up with a heartless, selfish woman like you. I loved you, cared for you, and this is how you repay me? By betraying our love and our vows?
Love? What love? Your love was never enough to provide for me, to give me the life I deserved. I'd rather live in shame than starve. But who should really be ashamed here? It's you! You're the husband who can't take care of his own wife. If you can't fulfill your responsibilities, then let another man do it. And why did you dare to punch him in the face? Did you even know he's the president of a huge company? If he decides to sue you, even selling your house won't be enough to cover the damages.
So it turns out you went to him for money? Just like the day before you came to me? How could you stoop so low? Is money the only thing that matters to you?
Let me tell you, he and I are genuinely in love. The fact that he's wealthy is just a coincidence. But his wife is too clueless to know how to spend money, so I have to assist her.
What? He's married. How could you be so foolish? Are you really willing to betray me? Betray our love for a married man? Do you realize that you're not only destroying the happiness of that family, but also ruining the life of an innocent woman?
Huh, I can be with anyone, as long as I have money. Am I happy now? If you had truly made me happy, I wouldn't have sought out another man to fulfill my needs. And his marriage doesn't seem to be a happy one either. So you say I'm the one ruining it? If it weren't for me, he'd be having affairs with other women. So why not take a chance?
But that man might not have the courage to leave his wife for you. You'll regret leaving me.
Spare me your mockery. I don't want to be his wife either. I'm fine being his mistress as long as he provides for me. Did you know he promised to give me hundreds of thousands of dollars every month so I could shop? He even said he'd buy me a mansion and a luxury supercar. Look at yourself. Do you honestly think you could even afford those things for me? Maybe in your next life, you'll save enough money to buy a mirror for that supercar.
How could you sell yourself so cheaply? Aren't you afraid of the disappointment it will bring to your mother?
Don't you dare bring my mother into this. She doesn't need to know anything. I'm living my own life, and if that means enjoying a life of luxury, so be it. And regret? I won't regret a single thing. I'll be living a life of luxury while you struggle to make ends meet. I'll be sipping champagne in a mansion while you drown in your own failures. You were never capable of providing for me, and now I'm taking matters into my own hands.
I never thought I would witness such a despicable transformation in someone I once loved. But mark my words, Riley, this path you've chosen would lead to nothing but emptiness and regret. And don't think for a second that your actions won't have consequences.
Consequences? I'll face them when they come. But for now, I'll revel in the life I've chosen. I'm done with you, Edward. I'm done with your weak excuses and empty promises. My new life awaits, and I won't let anyone or anything stand in my way. Goodbye, Edward.
I hope we never see each other again.
Edward, how are you? I miss you so much.
Riley, what are you doing contacting me? How could you say it after everything that's happened?
Just hear me out, Edward. It's important. I've made a huge mistake and I need to talk to you about it.
I don't know if I'm ready to listen to anything you have to say. You've caused enough pain already. But go ahead, say what you need to say.
When I left you and made those terrible decisions, I thought I was chasing happiness and material wealth. I thought I could find fulfillment in a life of luxury. But I was wrong, Edward. So wrong. I've been through hell these past few months. I was completely deceived by the man I left you for. He promised me a life of luxury, but it was all a lie. He never bought me anything. And once I divorced you, he dumped me without a second thought because he said he only dated married women.
Are you serious? You mean to tell me that he used you and left you without nothing? After everything you put me through? I don't even know if I can believe this.
I swear, Edward, it's the truth. I have nothing left. I've been homeless for 3 months, sleeping on the streets and rummaging through trash bins just to find something to eat. I hit rock bottom, and I finally realized how foolish I was.
Riley, I have to ask, why didn't you go to your mom's house for help? I thought you had a close relationship with her.
Oh, it's true I used to have a close bond with my mom, but after discovering what I did and my choices, she's completely cut ties with me. She was devastated and couldn't bear the shame and disappointment. I didn't want to burden her or face her judgment, so I felt too embarrassed to ask for her help.
I can understand why your mom would react that way, considering the circumstances. But why me? After all that has happened between us, why do you reach out to me now?
Edward, I'm desperate. I don't have anyone else to turn to. Despite everything that's happened, I know deep down that you were the one person who cared about me once upon a time. I know I don't deserve your help or forgiveness, but I'm at a point where I have nothing left to lose. I had to swallow my pride and reach out to you.
It's true that there was a time when I cared about you deeply, but you hurt me in ways I cannot forget. I don't know if I can fully trust you again.
I understand, Edward. I don't expect you to trust me right away or forgive me easily. Edward, I've come to realize that despite everything that's happened, I still love you. I want to come back to you and make things right. Please tell me that there's still a chance for us.
Riley, stop talking nonsense. You just said that because you want to have my money again. Plus, I'm currently dating someone else. She is the daughter of the investor who helped me save the company. We met and felt a strong connection right from the start, and we've been dating for a month now. Maybe you're right. We don't belong to each other.
You're joking, right? This can't be true. How can you move on so quickly? We have a history together, and you know deep down that we belong together.
Riley, I understand that it may be hard for you to accept, but it's the truth. I never expected to meet someone like her. Someone who understands me and supports me in ways I never thought possible. We have built a strong connection, and I can't deny the feelings that have developed between us.
No, Edward. This can't be happening. You can't do this to me. I can't accept that you've moved on so quickly. I've been through hell, living on the streets and eating from trash bins. And you're telling me you found love in just a month? How can you just replace me like that?
It's not about replacing you, Riley. It's about finding happiness and moving forward in life. We had our chance, and things didn't work out. I had to continue with my life and find someone who could be my partner and support me in my present. I never expected to find love again so soon, but it happened.
You think she's so great, don't you? Well, let me tell you, she's just a gold-digging opportunist who's using you for your money. She doesn't love you like I do. She's probably laughing behind your back, knowing that she's stolen you away from me.
That's enough, Riley. I won't tolerate you disrespecting her. You don't know anything about her or our relationship. I've had enough of your bitterness and insults. It's clear that you're still unable to accept the reality of our situation.
Oh, please, Edward. I know her type. She's just after your wealth and status. She'll leave you the moment someone richer comes along. You're so blind that you can't see the truth right in front of you.
Stop it, Riley. You're just trying to manipulate and hurt me with your words. It's over between us, and you need to accept that. I won't let you belittle my choices or my happiness. You're only showing your true colors by lashing out like this.
You're a fool, Edward. You'll regret leaving me. You think you found happiness, but it's all just a facade. I hope she breaks your heart into a million pieces, just like you did to me. You'll realize the mistake you made, and I'll be the one laughing at your downfall.
This is the last time I'm going to say it, Riley. Our chapter is closed, and I won't entertain any more of your insults or threats. So go ahead and continue living your pathetic life or chasing money and using people. But know that I have moved on, and I am happier without you. You're nothing more than a bitter memory, and I intend to keep it that way. Goodbye, Riley. Let me tell you how this wild ride came to an end. So, remember Riley, my ex-wife? Well, her life took a pretty rough turn after she left me. Turns out, her quest for a luxurious lifestyle ended up backfiring big time. You see, Riley's cunning ways caught up with her. She continued her manipulative tactics, using people left and right. But it didn't take long for everyone to see through her facade. Friends vanished, and she was left all alone with no one to turn to. Her deceitful ways caught up with her, leaving her in a state of isolation and regret. She had lost everything and everyone that ever mattered to her, and her existence became a sad reminder of the consequences of greed and manipulation. Desperate and broke, Riley resorted to all sorts of tricks to maintain her illusion of wealth, but it only dug her deeper into a pit of loneliness and despair. Her once lavish lifestyle became nothing more than a distant memory, and she found herself living a truly pathetic existence. Meanwhile, life took a different turn for me. Remember Sarah, the daughter of the investor who helped me out? Well, fate had a funny way of bringing us together. We clicked from the moment we met, and our love grew stronger with each passing day. We were inseparable. Sarah and I decided to take the plunge and tie the knot. Our wedding day was a celebration of love, surrounded by our friends and family. It was a beautiful ceremony filled with laughter, tears of joy, and lots of dancing. As the years went by, Sarah and I built a life together filled with happiness and fulfillment. We supported each other's dreams, tackled challenges hand in hand, and never took our love for granted. It was a true partnership, and it brought us endless joy. And as for Riley, well, I hope she finds her way back to the right path someday. But for now, I'm just grateful for the love and happiness I found in my life. It's a reminder that sometimes the best endings come when we let go of the past and embrace the possibilities of the future.